Right now, I want to talk to you about our consumer spotlight tonight. His name is Dr. Ronald Connolly, and he's here to talk about a problem that's going to affect all of us at one time or another. It's one of America's and this country and the world's most common ailments. It's a group of over 100 disorders known collectively as arthritis. Here to tell us a little about arthritis and recent research developments is Wilmington rheumatologist Dr. Ronald Connolly. Hello, Ron. Welcome to Focus Delaware.
It's a pleasure to be on the show, Bob.
Ron, you got a tough act to follow here, but we'll give it a whirl.
I enjoyed it.
Let's start off by asking you, arthritis, is it one disease or many?
That's a important point for people to understand, Bob. Actually, there are 100 different kinds of arthritis, and it's important that a person know exactly what kind of arthritis they have, because the treatment is different for the various kinds of arthritis. If a person has an infectious arthritis, the treatment is antibiotics. If they have an autoimmune-induced arthritis, such as rheumatoid arthritis, the treatment is to try and turn off that inappropriate immune response. If they have a metabolic arthritis, such as gout, it's important to treat that problem, the elevated uric acid level. Cancer can cause arthritis. Endocrine diseases, such as thyroid diseases, low back pain due to a slipped disc. These are some of the more common different kinds of arthritis. So arthritis is simply an umbrella word. It means inflammation of the joint. The cause of the inflammation must be focused.
Okay, now, I've always heard that, well, when you get arthritis, you have to live with it. But when should a person with arthritis go see a doctor?
If a person is having pain, then it's important that they have that looked into. There's a difference between pain and discomfort. Pain is something that will preoccupy a person, prevent them from keeping up with their work, their responsibilities. So if they have pain, they should certainly look into that.
Well, isn't pain always accompanying arthritis?
Occasionally, it's more of a discomfort. It's more of a fleeting awareness of an ache or a hurt that is not disabling. It is not preoccupying. The treatment is actually quite good. There are some kinds of arthritis that can be cured. The great majority of people can be significantly benefited by proper diagnosis and treatment. And I think it's safe to say that everybody can at least be helped to some extent. So really the improvements in rheumatology and our ability to focus, to diagnose, to treat the arthritic diseases has improved tremendously in the last 20 years. And it's frustrating to me to see patients who have been told to live with their arthritis, that there's nothing that can be done about it. That's totally false.
I'm glad to hear that.
I think it's important that a patient go to a specialist in arthritis if they are having a disabling pain, for the same reason that if a patient is having disabling heart disease, they would go to a cardiologist.
Okay, now, I work out every morning. I try to jog, I try to do physical fitness to work my cardiovascular system. Is that going to guarantee me that I can delay arthritis as long as possible? Is the current fad of doing all this physical fitness and jogging helpful to prevent arthritis?
The physical conditioning interest that is so popular now is excellent. As an example, if you would take a 60-year-old man or woman or 70-year-old or 80-year-old, there are certain deteriorations in organ function, not only in the joints and the muscles, the bones, but also in the heart, the lungs, the kidneys, the brain, certain deteriorations. And we know now that not all of those deteriorations or degenerations are due to aging, but a significant portion is due to disuse or inactivity. So if a person can be encouraged to be physically active, to have a lifetime of physical conditioning, it's the best medicine you can take. And I should mention that mentally it's important for a person to as they get older in their 60s and 70s and 80s to not only physically but mentally to challenge themselves, and that perhaps the average life expectancy is actually 90 or 95, where people can be healthy and enjoy life 20 years longer than is the life expectancy at this time.
What's the usual treatment? Drugs or physical therapy or a combination of both or something else?
Well, that goes back again to our original point, that there are 100 different kinds of arthritis. And the appropriate treatment depends on whether it's due to an infection or an autoimmune disease or a degenerative process or what. Basically, though, there are different drugs. There's the pharmaceutical approach, education of the patients so they know what kind of arthritis they have. If they tell you they have arthritis and can't say it's rheumatoid arthritis or gouty arthritis, then that's a concern. They should know what kind of arthritis they have. So education, drugs, physical therapy, conditioning, these are all key aspects in the treatment of an arthritic person.
Dr. Connolly, there were many other things I meant to ask you, but unfortunately our time has run short. But thank you for coming on Focus Delaware to let us know about the various aspects of arthritis, and that something can be done about it, that we don't have to live with it as the old common expression went.
That's true.
If you have further information, viewers, please don't hesitate to call the Delaware Medical Association or Dr. Connolly or any one of the rheumatologists in town. I'm sure they'll be more than willing to give you some assistance.
That's correct.
Now I want to thank our guests of the evening. Ron, thanks for coming on, and heading on down to that end, Andy. Thanks for coming.
Robert.
Oh, Andy, as an afterthought, decided he too was going to get in on the giveaway.
I changed my mind.
You changed? I mean, you don't want to do it?
No, moths were coming out of his wallet. Believe me. When
Oh, he changed his mind. He was going to give away some tickets, but he's
Next
changed
time
his
I
mind.
come on.
Next time. Also, I want to thank.
I thought you were going to give away tickets to the
He
show.
changes. It's his prerogative. It's a man's prerogative to change
No,
his
because
mind.
it looks like I'm copying, Bob's.
Oh, it looks like you're confident.
Sure.
Okay.
Craig, thanks.
Thanks, Dinah. It's been a pleasure, I swear. No, I'd love to come back.
Bill, thanks for coming on from the Playhouse Theater. Bob Bowersox, Fine Times Magazine. Pleasure to have you back
Thank
again,
you.
Bob. And Dr. Connolly, hope that we'll hear some more from your future developments, too.
Pleasure, Bob.
Let's talk to you about next week's show. Well, next week, the staff of Focus Delaware, they're going to take a break. We're going to give you an encore performance, Best of Focus Delaware. You'll be seeing one of our better shows, we hope, and on location at the Kirkwood Fitness Club. We went through the place when they were just opening up, and some surprises came. I took an unexpected swim in the swimming pool. You'll find out about that next week. Rocket 88 will be coming back. Rhythm and Blues at Rocket 88. Charles Darby, manager of the Greater Wilmington Airport, will be here, as well as Norm Barron, the Chief Magistrate of the Justice of the Peace Court System. And Restaurant Corner takes us to the University and Whist Club. As you know, Focus Delaware has been on the air now for over 2 years, and we want to thank you for your support. You notice it's a constantly evolving show. We've changed our look tonight on our set. If you like it, let us know. If you don't, let us know that too. Right after this show, you're going to see a special which just made its entrance last week called Focus Delaware on Location at the Tally Ho. We heard that you enjoyed it, so we're going to continue it, and you'll be seeing that. And the host is a fellow by the name of Bob Bowersox, as a matter of fact, one of our guests this evening. Bob, you look like you had a good time. You better get running. You've got to get down to the Tally Ho.
That's right.
That's it for this week. See you in 2 weeks. You'll be seeing a rerun next week. Enjoy.